They are registering little children in the north as usual. They are doing all they can to hold the people down in bondage. IPOB will not participate in such charade. It is not possible. We are civilized people and we play by civilized rules. There is nothing anybody can do to dissuade IPOB from following this path of total liberation of the land of Biafra. It is sacrosanct. It is not negotiable. My fellow Biafrans, as I've always said to you before, and I will continue to reiterate, those of you that stayed the course during my absence, my enforced absence, those of you who diligently pursued the path of truth and of hard work and of discipline and application will be rewarded with the coming of a free Biafra. We are not like other people, because as I once reminded you before we came, there was nobody like us. Now that we are here, they pretend, they copy, they emulate, they fabricate falsehood, but they can never be like us. Long after we are gone, they will wish we lived forever. IPOB is very special, exceptionally special, the largest mass movement in the whole world bar none. And we did it because Chukwokika Biama is with us. We did it because Chukwokika Biama created IPOB himself. And we are here to pilot its affairs. We will not prevaricate. We will not stop. We will not slumber until Biafra is fully restored to its former glory. Anybody in doubt as to our resilience and our determination to restore Biafra is not only mistaken, not only misguided, but needs to see a psychiatrist, because we are not stopping. I am Nnamdi Kanu and I don't stop until I get what I want. Thankfully, my enemies know this, and they know what is to come. I thank each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. And I wish to remind you, all of you that played a very pivotal role in defending justice and fairness, like Pa Ayo Adebanjo, these are truthful people. And I must also add Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu, and I must also wish him a very happy birthday. All the forces of darkness must crumble before us.
You're listening to live.
And let me assure you,
Radio Biafra USA. We are coming to you through Radio Biafra London and IPOB Community Radio, directed by our leader, His Excellency MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. My name is MAZI ALOZIE. Today, October 29, 2021. Like I said, greetings, and we take a peek at some of the items we have today. The attention of our broadcast today should be on the government, the partitioned government. The North, the South. We have focused so much on Biafra, and as a result, it seems as if the other parties are not present. They are present. But are they playing the role they are supposed to play? There's an incident that occurred. And when you talk about government equality, justice, fairness, you will get a sort of comfort, if that exists. In the absence of these, you see that there is doubt, there is confusion, there is disbelief, lack of trust. And when there are these things present, the center cannot hold. When the center tries to hold by force, those that are being forced are those that should reject, for all intent and purposes, reject forceful unification of what is obviously very, very disintegrated, sectionalized, the North. What we are dealing with is not an issue of whether you are one or you're not. You are not one. You are not one because justice is not prevailing. You are not one because there is no parity. There is no recognition of others except you, the North. And you're using the government which you control, the North, the Arewas, and then you are telling other people, comply. You do that by threat of arms conflict. You have our leader, MAZI Nnamdi, in custody. What's his crime? He committed no crime. He told you, we want a referendum. Let the people you are not treating right determine if they still want to be under this condition. And that warranted a call for his arrest, and then you did all you could do to get him under custody, and then the charges are treasonable felony. It sounds very, very, very nice. Treasonable felony. Treason based on what? Based on what factors? And what are the facts? If all our people can look in detail to determine exactly what our leader stands for. He stands for equity. He stands for fairness. He stands for the poor. Be you from Arewa, be you from Oduduwa, be you from Middle Belt, be you from Biafra land. Why do you think that the Oduduwans love him? Excuse me. Why do you think they love him? Why do you think Middle Belt love him? It's because they have realized what his mission is all about. If you care for one Nigeria, you would have done everything possible to keep it one. When only one region is the one sacrificing for the oneness of others, fairness is absent. When it comes to judicial matters, applying the law, it is only the East that bears the brunt of the law implementation, where justice is one-sided, tilted against the East. What are their crimes? They are productive. They are intelligent. They strive to progress. They care for others. That's a crime. And in the absence of this, those that are being murdered, slaughtered, genocidally eliminated, somebody stood up and said, stop doing that. We don't behave like we are human beings. You behave like animals in the zoo. That's a crime. That's an insult. We continue to fool ourselves that we are under democracy, that we are the largest animals in the world. Look at the bloody roads, bloody homes, bloody streets, name it. It's full of carnage. And you call yourself a country where people are being kidnapped and murdered by a particular sect from a particular country. And you say you're a country. And you say you're unifying. You're unifying by killing people. You're unifying by arresting those that have called for common sense to prevail. And you have your agents. Your agents are these politicians that you shut their eyes up, shut their mouths up, shut their ears up with money, bribery and corruption, which is the epicenter of the existence of the zoo. At the end of the day, what have you achieved? Practically nothing. You destroy yourself. And you're saying you are existing, and you're telling the world the rule of law, which you are violating. You are preaching to the world the international law, which you're not implementing. You are grossly violating them. And you have the Yorubas involved. You have the Biafrans involved. You have the Middle Belt involved. Yes, all of you are involved. The North and the South. The Middle Belt involved because they are the ones that are being slaughtered and they cry. Religiously, they are being eliminated. The Yorubas the same way, regardless of their religious belief. Those in the Muslim sector don't see the others as people. This is the policy with which they operate. Let us not look at Muslim as a crime or as a different people. No. You have Muslims, good ones, Islamic religion. There are peaceful ones. Are you going to condemn Islamic religion because of the acts of those that are carrying out jihadism? Absolutely not. It will not be fair. But when you come to look at the key issue, why are they the ones that continue to carry out these massacres? What are we to believe? Religious tolerance. It is how you treat other people with the name of what you are doing it with. Make them look at you differently. You have friends. Most of us, you have Muslim friends. You don't hate them. They are your friends. Most of them act like we are brothers. But when you come on authoritative standard, where you use that to implement hatred, to implement murder, crime against humanity, then the question arises, is this what you stand for? The reason I ask this is, if you have all these crimes going on, all these killings, how many of these Muslims have condemned the atrocities going on in Nigeria? None. You see, you say. You don't see, you don't say nothing. If you're upright, you condemn and stand by your condemnation of what you see as evil. The government of the North, for the North, against the South. It is still ongoing. Have Nigerians actually taken a look at their structure? I don't think so. I don't think so. Because these are people that have militarized every aspect of their life. The Muslims, jihadism. We give birth to a child, no moral ideas instilled in that child. From birth, after being weaned, you are on your own. You have a government that controls billions for arms and ammunition. That child tries to go to school and at the same time tries to fend for the family. This is a child. But you're sitting on resources, billions, trillions in dollar amount. But you have your 7-year-old boycotting school to fend for families, begging, standing in corner street to beg. You have resources in trillions that accrue yearly. How many countries with a GDP of $1 billion or $2 billion? But this is what's in somebody's pocket. Chicken change. Chicken change. We are suffering and we are not talking. Instead, we engage in political activities, militarization. And this child happens to be begging. And what you do to the child is, come, this is AK-47. This is the way to get out of poverty. You teach him to be a bandit. You teach him to kidnap, quick money. You teach him to go and plunder, and then we share. In the meantime, the child is killed. The remaining ones that stayed in school happen to come up. The idea is to be a doctor. The idea is to be an engineer. The idea is to be a PhD holder. The idea to be a scientist. That is crushed. Crushed because once that child manages to get into higher education, guess what? That child is militarized through what they call youth corps. Every corner aspect of Nigeria, hope high, and lele, nde, ngwa, guns, tanks, airplanes. Who are you bombing? Your own people. And they call you zoo and you hit the wall. With the trillions you have people starving. All you do is go and around the world acquiring arms and ammunition. How much does those things cost? Trillions. You give to a foreign country to acquire arms and ammunition to kill your own people. Who are you going to administer when you waste their lives with arms and the ammunition, which those people don't care how many you buy? They don't give a damn. They will sell it to you because you are an idiot. You have no brain. Kill yourself, you're less problem for them. Or you kill yourself, why will I stop you? How many of the arms do you need? We'll sell it to you. And then you have those in the army. Those you say they're educated in Oxford, where they are brainwashed to obey the British principles. And they come back and then they resort to his master's voice. They sponsored you. They treated you majestically. They treated you royally for you to be subservient. And as such, you see crime happening. You don't have the moral obligation to say no, it will never happen. There is nobody in the Nigerian military that can say these atrocities going on must stop. Instead, give us the arms, we will commit the crime. You are maintaining law and order. First of all, what is the law? What is the Constitution? If the Constitution says you have right for self-determination, why all of a sudden it becomes a crime that amounts to treasonable felony? Why is it a crime? If you can, in like Chad Basin, you have the ISIS of West Africa controlling part of that country. Why is it that in Zamfara you have a government of foreign origin collecting taxes? You did not fight them. You did not destroy them. Why is it that Cameroon will invade in part of your country? You did not challenge them because they are Muslims. They are Islamic jihadists. Do you see what we are saying? But you don't want to acknowledge it. They put up a deceptive society called political parties. And which one do you belong to? At the end of the day, you switch. One party system disguised to be different parties. Justice. What is that justice? It doesn't exist. Equality. Why is it not done equally? There's nothing like that. And then they will tell you you are one. And they continue to kill Southerners. They have acquired all the armaments for the kill. Once and for all, final assault. The South, you can keep your mouth shut as much as you want to. This is the final assault. It is coming. Whether you like it or not. You see it. You don't say anything. It's just to talk. You are a Yoruba. You're not talking. Yoruba as a block. You're not talking. You are Middle Belt as a block. You're not talking. Meanwhile, the operation goes on. Biafra land that has been peaceful all of a sudden has become the hot cake of the country. Where are the media? They are not talking. Where are the Biafrans? They are not talking. The one that was talking, Nnamdi, catch him, hold him, so that he will not talk. Nobody will talk. And what are Biafrans doing? Most of them are in the payroll of their oppressors. They have lost their brains. They have lost their eyes. They cannot see, they cannot talk. They gobble on the loot and then swell like a hippo. You are the target. You are the last line. And everything must be done to silence you. You now have here what is happening. They station their troops. A peaceful community all of a sudden being stirred into violence. And you are talking about oneness. With all the crimes committed against Biafrans, with all the crimes committed against Middle Belt, with all the crimes committed against Yorubas, you are not seeing it. Equity, justice does not exist. Let me allow you to listen to this. Listen to it. And after listening, ask yourself, what is this? Where is it coming from? How did it happen? When did it happen? It is our inability to focus, our inability to speak out. When it is happening, somewhere you say it does not concern you. It will eventually concern you. Bear me a few minutes. As some people say, how does this concern me? When I say justice and equity, a crime committed by somebody is overlooked. A hideous crime committed by somebody is not recognized as a crime. But mere word calls for execution. Mere word calls for imprisonment. But those killing are bathed, given majestic and preferential treatment because they are from the ruling class. This is what you will get when they completely control you. Listen.
On the 16th of March 2021, an Iyagoku Magistrate Court in Ibadan ordered the remand of suspected kidnapper Iskilu Wakili and his two sons in the Abolongo Correctional Facility in Oyo State. Iskilu Wakili had since been in the news, alleged by residents of Ibarapa region of Oyo State to be responsible for series of attacks, kidnappings and killings in the area. The Chief Magistrate Emmanuel Idowu ordered that he be remanded in Abolongo Correctional Facility as he was charged with conspiracy, murder, kidnapping and armed robbery. What Nigerians believed all along was that Iskilu Wakili was at the Abolongo Correctional Facility. On the 22nd of October, the unexpected happened at the Medium Facility.
You believe. Nobody investigates. Nobody follows up. That is act of negligence, considering the person that is involved. Trusting who you shouldn't trust. You believe you have a government. The same trust you have is the same trust you have in your federal government that doesn't exist, that works towards your elimination. One Nigeria. Let's continue.
Where Iskilu Wakili was expected and supposedly held. Immediately the news of the jailbreak filtered out, questions started popping. Where is Iskilu Wakili? Journalists kept asking questions, and the leadership of the Nigerian Correctional Service seemed to be evading the questions, and eventually they provided an answer that left so many in the dark.
In this custodial center, we don't have any high-profile inmate. The only person we have...
This is Mohammed Tukur, Fulani, controlling Ibadan correctional. Now listen to him. No high profile, but Wakili is not a high profile. You understand? You think they're stupid. Now listen to Tukur.
Is that person who has a case with EFCC, and for your information, he's still with us here He didn't go to anywhere.
Iskilu Wakil.
He is not here.
Sunday Shodipesa.
He is not here.
When asked to shed light and expand on the almost unclear information provided concerning the status of Iskilu Wakili, the spokesperson of the service in Oyo State, Mr. Lanre Anjorin, said the public should believe whatever the federal government has told them concerning the matter.
According to what the minister, that is Ogbeni Rauf Arendeshola, and the Controller General through the DCG admin AM Tuko said yesterday, that's not actually what they said is Wakil and the other person are not incarcerated in Oyo Custodial Center. That's what they were saying yesterday.
Okay. So, but according to the news we had, sometimes in March, it was to be remanded in Abolongo Custodial Center. So what happened?
Well, generally one other part of our duty is that when anybody is incarcerated with us, we have within the purview of our job to do transfers or to change. So definitely, if somebody was incarcerated in a particular place, it doesn't mean that that person will be kept in that particular place.
Okay, can you tell us where exactly Wakili is?
Well, I don't have that information with me. I'm not allowed. I mean, I can't actually tell you that information.
He evaded the question. He was trying to say, I'm not allowed, I'm not authorized to say. If you doubt it, I'll put it back a little bit. Listen very carefully.
Actually tell you that information. But then I can tell you that if the minister gives that information, kept in that particular place.
Okay, can you tell us where exactly Wakili is?
Well, I don't have that information with me. I'm not allowed. I mean, I can't actually tell you that information. But then I can tell you that if the minister gives that information yesterday that they are not kept there, then definitely wherever they are safe.
Members of the public are also concerned about the status of the high-profile inmate that we all thought was at the facility until the unexpected happened. The question on their lips also is, where is Iskilu Wakili?
And the one that even happened in the Okyogo area, Kanu area, how many people being killed by Fulani? No one has been arrested. Have you heard about the news that one Fulani has been persecuted or jailed? Since the past 6 years in this government, nothing has been done. And the ordinary man will come on the street and talk to the federal government. The next day they will get him arrested. The federal government are behind it.
I have never seen them talking truth in life right from the beginning. So I don't expect truth from them. I know what they can do. They will escape this Iskilu Wakilu. They will shed him. They will protect him.
Not to put ethnic coloration to the situation on ground, but it becomes imperative to ask what the federal government is doing at this time. If personalities from different regions and different agitations have been given wide publicity, why was Wakili's case given the treatment it was given? It will be on record that not enough information was known and given concerning his status at the incarceration center, moved or not, released or not. Perhaps the federal government should stop parring details and let the world indeed know where is Wakili. Shade Sheye Uju.
Now you know why I played it. Equity, justice. The Yorubas, you're getting your share. Middle belt, you're getting your share. Biafrans, you're bearing the brunt. You talk, you die. And your people have the audacity. They have the strength to come and tell you, vote. You're contesting for election. In a country you're supposed to run away from. In a country where those senators are supposed to resign. Senators from the South, in general, are supposed to resign. You are supposed to exodus your parliament, your assembly, but you're not doing that. And this is what you continue to get. When you see evil and you don't call it evil and you don't challenge it, you don't question it, this is what you get. Sunday Boho, what happened to him? He was chased all over from the rat hole to the ant hole. They are still looking for him. But this one that was caught, he went scot-free. They not even talk about him. The news went dead. Now Mohammed is not talking. Now nobody is coming to present him as a criminal. Now you know why I played that, for you to understand that the South is finished. I'm sorry for those Yorubas recognizing the inequity in judicial prosecution. This is going to be worse. They plant killers in your midst. They send them, and then what they do is to carry out their duty. But in your own case, once you put one of your men to say this is what you go and report him. This man is trying to cause trouble for the community. He is. What are you saying? The man understood what was going on and took the bull by the horn. What do? Instead of saying, thank you, man, thank you, we thought, if what I cannot do, you can do it, I will support you. No, what do? You make a right U-turn and go and turn him in. You're being an angel for your enemy. You're being a good ambassador for your enemy. And they're decimating you. They're decimating your people. Upon all the people he killed. You thought he was there. What a jailbreak. How many of them did they arrest? None. If it's in Biafra land, we are going to hunt them out wherever they are. Whatever they will not rest until they arrest you. This is the way they want you to be one. And you can never be one. Equity and justice does not exist. It's not there. You want to be one. Did it start today? No. You are not the first. You will not be the last. You have the late politicians that did all they could for the zoo. And our leader told you, when you get through serving the zoo, you will come back disgraced. They will shame you. They will shame you. It's not that you didn't do good. You did very well. You did very well. You did what you're supposed to do. They have their people, political instability, did not start today. 65, you started having the turbulence. In a country, what is that country? Now, listen to this.
Land of justice, land of equity, land of prosperity, land of brotherhood, land of peace. Nigeria means a land of safety. Is that what you would say? 99% of all the people living in Eastern region, from Calabar through Owerri to Agbo, and from Ogoja through Onitsha, Asaba to Sapele, will give a loud and resounding no as their answer to all these questions. The same answer will be true for all the people living from Benin to Abeokuta and from Lagos to Osogbo. For 99% of the people living in southern Nigeria, that is what Nigeria stands for. Persecution, exploitation, poverty, and miserable death. So, if Nigeria is a land of bondage and slavery, a land of injustice and inequity, a land of persecution, a land of poverty, a land of hatred, a land of crime and criminality, a land of misery and untimely death for you and your family, why are the people of southern Nigeria, and especially the people of Eastern region, still staying in this godforsaken country called Nigeria rather than get out of it? Why? Why would an Ijoman who has seen Nigeria slaughter hundreds of thousands of his fellow Ijo men, women and children, stolen hundreds of billions of dollars that rightly belong to the Ijo, and destroy Ijo land, rivers and streams, and left the Ijo to a life of the living dead? Why would any Ijo man, woman or child want to have anything to do with Nigeria? Why would any Igbo man, woman or child who knows that Nigeria slaughtered and starved to death millions of Igbo babies, murdered in cold blood more than 100,000 Igbo people in northern and western Nigeria since 1980, looted and burnt property and goods of Ndi Igbo worth billions of dollars, confiscated land and mineral resources belonging to Ndi Igbo, stole hundreds of billions of dollars that rightly belong to Ndi Igbo, purposely left infrastructure such as roads, railways and water supply to dilapidate, decay and fall into disuse, purposely refused to provide new and support existing institutions such as schools, universities, hospitals, and health clinics that make for sound economic development, purposely created the worst unemployment situation in the history of the Igbo, repeatedly and systematically crushed and squashed the spirit of enterprise, creativity, talent, respect and admiration for labor and entrepreneurship of the Igbo. Why would any Igbo man, woman or child ever want to have anything to do with Nigeria, not to mention answer the name Nigerian? The same thing applies to the Efik, Ibibio, Ogoja and other people of Eastern region. In fact, the same thing applies to the Edo and the Yoruba. Nigeria became independent in 1960 against the objection of the House of Fulani oligarchy and the people of northern Nigeria. Then, there were three regions, East, West, and North. Each region was completely autonomous except for police, army, customs, immigration, currency, and judiciary. Each region designed its own educational system, developed its own agricultural, industrial, technological, infrastructure, and health programs. What was the Eastern region like then? The Eastern region had more secondary and technical schools than the West and North combined. The Eastern region produced the largest number of graduates, engineers, doctors, lawyers, judges, teachers than the North and the West combined. Other black African countries came to the East and West to recruit judges and chief justices to man their courts, including their Supreme Courts. Academic standards in the Eastern region were so high, it became the model for other sub-Saharan African countries. Autonomous Eastern region government recruited experts from Israel and together with the agricultural experts in the Eastern region developed farm settlements, rubber, cashew, palm, cocoa, timber plantations all over the region. Obudu Cattle Ranch was designed to produce so much cattle that Eastern region would have no need to buy cattle from the Fulani herdsmen, but will eventually export beef to other countries of the world. Food was so plentiful and cheap in the Eastern region that the government of Dr. Ayobara ran enlightenment radio and television campaigns begging people to eat chicken and eggs. The government of Malaysia came to the Eastern region to learn how to grow palm trees. Palm oil is the mainstay of their economy today, and their researchers are refining palm oil to the point of using it to drive cars. Transamadi Industrial Layout, Port Harcourt, Emene, Nkalago, Calabar, Onitsha, Owerri, Umuahia, Asaba, all became centers of industrial development for cement, iron rod, ceramics, roofing sheets, and other building materials, soft drinks, beer, textile, etc., etc., etc. The roads built by the regional government of Dr. Ayobara, such as the Onitsha-Owerri Road, was so solid they lasted until 2006. Some of them are still there. Obasanjo's federal Nigeria government awarded contracts on the same Onitsha-Owerri Road more than 5 times, and yet the road was never built. Other roads in our region have become death traps due to neglect by the federal government of Nigeria. This purposeful neglect and abandonment of the Eastern region by the federal government of Nigeria is true for hospitals, universities, health centers, industries, agro-industries, water, electricity, etc., etc., etc. The Hausa Fulani Yoruba oligarchy and the Sokoto Caliphate running the Nigerian government simply steals hundreds of billions of dollars of our money from the Eastern region, and abandons our people to suffer incalculable hardship and miserable death. When the people of the East were autonomous, Oji River Power Station supplied electricity to Enugu, Onitsha, Owerri, Umuahia, Aba, Port Harcourt, Calabar, Okigwe, Oka, Nsukka, and other towns. Electricity was regular, cheap, and available, and our industries flourished. Pipe-borne water was available, regular and pure in all these towns. Our roads were excellent and well maintained. Our hospitals and health centers were very good and helped save the lives of millions of our people. Our schools were superb and the center of attention all over the world. Companies were begging our graduates to work for them. Our people were healthy, happy, proud, and prosperous. Then, Nigerian barbarians invaded our land and turned our beautiful life upside down.
Yes. Today, they are back. Death at your door mouth. Death in your streets. Children are beggars. They cannot go to school. Children are now indoctrinated into the military. Hope high, hope high. Anlele, you want Nigeria. Clinical surgery being done on the south. The highly technicalized region are now beggars, are now running for their lives. And then those that have nothing to do with education, education is a sin. Boko Haram, they have taken over. And they are planting their people all over the rank and file. And you're still talking about election and one Nigeria. I remember those roads. I remember them. When Dumais was the order of the day, Dumais constructed those roads from Port Harcourt down to Enugu before the other ones started coming. Those roads lasted. Those bridges lasted. What have we done? What crime have we committed? You're simply a Biafran. You are a Southerner. You must pay. Equity and justice doesn't exist. Today our leader, who would have revived the South, is in detention. Now you see Akili Kula, whatever his name is. See the way they treated him. And you are. I'm a Nigerian. I'm a Nigerian. The women will be on the air tomorrow. And don't forget about the fundraising for Bruce Fein. I'll get to that later on. I'll play the message. For those of you that continue to stir confusion, you will get your reward. You will get your reward. For the millions of lives being wasted, you decide to play politics, not respecting them. You'll get your reward. It is not a play matter. This is a grievous crime being committed on the people of the South, especially Biafra land. That was the status of things before. It was then, not now. Not now. The call number is +1 484 767 0848. +1 484 767 0848. Live broadcast from Radio Biafra USA. When you see with your own eyes the crime being committed, it is not somebody that will tell you how to behave. It is not somebody that will tell you mend your fences. It is you that will do it without being told. Whatever it takes, you will see it's done. You will even be glad to champion it. Our leader has championed it. Where is he? His enemies, those that hate progress, are all after him. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
MAZI ALOZIE, good morning, sir.
Good morning from here.
MAZI ALOZIE, Iyade Malode, Iyade MAZI ALOZIE. You know what? Good morning to you, MAZI ALOZIE. Good morning to all my brothers and sisters. Good morning, Onyendu. Good morning. MAZI ALOZIE, you were reading my mind. This program this morning, I pray that you should be airing something like this at least once a week. You know, the marginalization we go through, and then some of us will pretend like everything is okay. You know, and I would have been one of those if this Radio Biafra were in there. Yesterday, you played, the Biafran military guard. How the guy was, everybody heard it. But what I got from yesterday and what happened between that yesterday and today, I'm not in support of Biafran military guard, but that was his opinion and that was what that particular individual wanted to do. The DSS hunted this particular guy and killed the guy. And I'm asking myself, what happened to those terrorists or bandits that has been terrorizing the Easterners that lives in Sokoto, in Jos, non-Muslim, non-Fulanese, and some Muslims and Christians that lives up north? What happened that they pay them ransom, or why should they pay them ransom and then infuse them into Nigerian custom, Nigerian police, and all of that? While we have PhD holders, that some of them studied abroad and they can't get a job in their own country. That is a serious, serious problem that we have. And then I feel sorry for those saboteurs that are stopping or taking us. They can't stop Biafra, but they are taking us back. We make a progress, they will stop us, we will make a progress, they take us back 5 years, we'll start again. I'm really sorry for all of them. You can do what you want in wherever you're residing. I'm be short so that other people can call it. I did an assignment with one of my children 2 days ago. If you can, go find this book that is called Sword on the Stone. And while we were doing that homework, one of my children, in fact, all of them said, "Mama, this is exactly what is going on in Biafran land today." And I looked at them. I didn't realize that, when you talk, that these children are listening to you. So it happened that the Saxons in Germany were setting confusion in England so many years ago, in summary of that book. So the nobles were fighting against each other, and they weren't able to set their eyes to see what the Germans were doing to them. My children say, "Mama, that's what's going on in Biafran land. They are having you people to kill yourself so that they can extort what you have." That is where I'm going to rest it this morning, MAZI ALOZIE. I want to thank you. Thank you for your good work. Thank you for the research that you have done to be able to come up with such a wonderful program. My brothers and sisters, we cannot stop. We cannot stop. We can't live like pigs in our own country. You can't do anything. You're taking phone calls. Our brothers living in India, some of them, their shipment has been on the ocean since January of this year, and they are paying demorages every day. And that person, if the person borrowed money from the bank to do such a transaction, will lose everything. And then you happen to bring it into the country. The Fulanis will seize what you have and sell it amongst themselves. This ought to stop. It has to stop. We cannot live this way. The ones living in those countries, they are chasing them from house to houses. They are killing them. Nobody will talk for them because they know Nigeria cannot talk for a Jewish person and they cannot talk for Christians. It really has to stop.
Thank you.
We can't live this way. Thank you so much, Daddy. Thank you for this opportunity. I thank you. Have a wonderful day. Thank you, Biafran.
You too. Thank you. The call number is +1 484 767 0848. +1 484 767 0848. That is the way they see you, and that is what they do to you. You cannot talk. If you're a Biafran, commit a crime, you'll be killed. But they will commit one, you will not even hear it.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay, sir. Let me keep my food.
About radio is on now, right?
No, about radio is not on. It's today. Even up to now, about radio is not on.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, sir. You just finish playing now. The world knows who we are. But I just want to tell us that we're not arrogant because we are telling them, imagine somebody using pin and be pinching their body and they're laughing at you when you're angry. And when you become angry, that person will say you're arrogant. No matter anybody on this planet, we say that person because that person now that completely just no human being on this earth will support. But even though our own father's one, we must safeguard our spiritual heritage that we inherit from our ancestors. Sirach chapter 2, from verse 1 to end. The other First Chronicles chapter 23, from verse 1 to end. Said the Biafra for Biafrans. According to First Kings chapter 13 and Ezekiel chapter 33. Let the word power try read Ezra chapter 1, from verse 1 to end. What power? My respect to you all. We are not arrogant. We are taking our freedom by fire by force. You see our leader, from 50 to that 11. All open up to the Uganda. Forget the Biafra, I'm on the gate. Me go for the Miwoye go. Like that. Sorry. Now for. Now for yeah. Mashallah, you know Kulemo. They don't have behind the gap. Oh, yeah, Biafra.
They will. Call your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, MAZI ALOZIE, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Ejike.
Ejike, welcome.
I'm calling here. Thank you. I'm calling here from USA. The question, there is something that this our politician call it Southeast politician, call it a South politician. Obviously, it's not clear that Shegumi is now the main leader of the bandits and also the president of Nigeria. Shegumi came online and told Nigeria if they declare a bandit a terrorist, that the whole Nigeria is gonna go down. And yet they have the military and they have the DSS and they have the police, and none of them is going to the north to arrest Shegumi, and none of them bringing a Shegumi to the book, and none of them going over to pick up the Shegumi for question. Now it's obviously clear that this politician, call it a South politician or Southeast politician, and those people are part of whatever is going on in so-called zoo in Nigeria. And now they're telling us they are supporting bandits all over in Nigeria, as they call it, as a zoo. Now, it's obviously clear that those people are importing bandits all over in Southeast, in South. Because I can't understand the reason why they have the military, and they have the DSS, and they have the police, and they have the civil defense, and none of them bring it Shegumi to book, and none of them is arresting Shegumi, and we have our leader in DSS custody. I think it's about time we started thinking about how to deal with these politicians, especially in Southeast. Call it the governors, call it the senators, call it the House of Reps, because those people need to be taken care of, and those people need to deal with. Because we cannot understand why they're having a bandit slaughtering people left and right. Call it the northern region, call it the south, call it the southeast. As yet, and none of those politicians have raised up to call the press, call it Buhari or whatever, the dead man or whatever, to announce bandits as a terrorist. And they're begging them. And they're begging the Buhari, and that's obviously clear that man is an asshole of, is not the Buhari. Either the man is dead or the man is from somewhere they're calling him a president. And all of them know about that. So by the time everybody started rising up and thinking about how we can bring these politicians, because obviously it's clear to them that they're going over there to wipe us out, to make sure that we don't have any living soul in the so-called Nigeria zoo. It's about time, call it the South, call it the Southeast, call it the Northern region. It's about the time that you guys rise up. Because it shows up that those people they bring to the Nigeria, so they call it or whatever they call it, and those people they're invented. They're from another country and they imported them. There is no way you can have somebody you call a president or whatever, imported foreigners to your country, to better your country, and you're still standing there and looking at them as people killing people left and right, slaughtering people. And this not only Southeast and this not only South, including the Northern region. It's about the time those tools wake up and take action for their own self and for their own life. Forget about religion, because the religion will still be there and you die tomorrow. Because no religion is not going to help you, and religion is not going to take you out of death.
Thank you,
it's about the time that you guys raise up. I'm going to the Southeast, the comments for the Southeast, and those people in the Southeast are importing bandits to our land, to Biafra land. It's about the time they think twice, because we're not going to stand and tolerate that, and the people imported from another country and coming over there and killing us when people go to the farm and they find out that people was being killed or raped. And we're not going to tolerate that. It's about the time we take our rights back.
Thank you, Mercy. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
The call number is +1 484-767-0848. The issue is equity and justice. It does not exist. It doesn't exist. And that is your one Nigeria. Caller, your name and where you calling from. Caller, your name and where you calling from.
MAZI ALOZIE, good morning.
Good morning from here.
Yeah, my name is Stefan. I'm calling from my location. Thank you, Kokiki Abiyama, for this wonderful day. I pray Kokiki Abiyama will keep on energizing us, keep on keeping our leader, for him to be free, to come and lead this wonderful country called Biafra. Now, what I have this morning is about the PG. I don't know the person that wrote that PG play, because that voice. This one.
Your line is off, Mazi. Your line is off. The call number is +1 484-767-0848. +1 484-767-0848. 0848. Live broadcast. Caller, your name and where you calling from.
Hello?
Your name and where you calling from.
Okay.
Mazi, are you on air? Are you online?
No, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Go ahead.
So should I go ahead?
Yeah, we are waiting for you. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Mazi, thank you very, very much. You're a professor emeritus, and you have a doctorate in analyzations of in history and events. But what I want to say here now is things have been happening, and a lot of things has passed through the waters. Lives has been lost. Engineers, professors, great dignitaries has been wasted. By those of them we thought that they don't have sense. We go to school and they acquire the job to employ us. And we import our goods and they decide on how our goods will be sold, or who and how something will be a kind of arrive, either to be confiscated or to be released. Mazi, do you know that dry dock wharf in Kanu, Kaduna, in Kaduna, do you know from that very place to Abuja has no roadblocks? From there to Bauchi has no roadblocks. From there to Sokoto has no roadblock. When once you cleared your goods there and step out of the gate, you are gone. Nobody stops you. Nobody stops you. Now, from Lagos to Abuja to Zaria to Kwara, there was nothing like roadblocks, talk more of police checkpoints. Now let's come back again. From Lagos to Owerri, to Onitsha, you have millions of checkpoints, Nigerian drug law enforcement, Nigerian Navy checkpoints, Nigerian military checkpoints, DSS checkpoints, custom checkpoints, NAFDA checkpoints, whatever, FEMA checkpoints, and millions of them. And many of our people has not been able to ask questions. Why is it that we are not treated in a country they claim to be their own country the same way that others have been treated? They are frustrating our businesses. They are frustrating our education level. That is to tell you that what Usman Dampodo said 12 days after the independence, said that never you allow them to control their destiny. Never you allow them to control their destiny. Now, people thought that controlling you, not to control your destiny, is when I grab you and put inside a room and lock up the door. No. They are frustrating the whole systems systematically. They are destroying your destiny. Now, let me just ask you. Do you know that many of us that are in our foreign land right now, it was not meant to travel to oversee? Some of us are meant to stay back in our land to be productive. But a lot of us, because of the situations of the frustrations and the systematic destructions, you find many of us step out of their father's land to unknown land. Many of them landed in prison. Sir, I went to some prisons here. I came to realize there are many Igbo people that has been in prison for 33 years in this country. For 33 good years. Now add that 33 years to their own age. When these people have been released, they become useless. Now, those of them that are educated wasted their time to go to school. At the end of it all, the malam that has been moving around with cattle will become the chief employee. He will be the one to decide who works in the particular office or not. While you, as an educated man that has a big file, that has all it takes to work in every office, will be given peanuts. And when it comes to constitutions of that very country, you find out that the law is not meant for Nigerians alone. It's not meant for Nigerians. It's meant for Biafrans, especially Southeast entirely. When it comes to the matter of Southeast, you will see them with a red eye. And who are they using? They are using the politicians. Just look of what happened yesterday. Our former governor of Anambra State went to DSS with the approval of our legal team. They deprived him. After they molested him, they assaulted him, they pulled his clothes. After much done, after much searches and much security check and whatever, they asked them to walk away. They chased them out like a dog that has no shepherd, like a sheep that has no shepherd. Now, the same yesterday or day before yesterday, Ngige came out and said that Biafrans, these are criminal, that they still maintain it. Then the Yoruba comes up and tell you that they own the jets that convert our leader into the prisons of Nigeria. What about this man you mentioned right now? Does it mean that there was nobody that has a private jet that could have apprehended and convert him or brought him back to Nigeria for questioning? Now I want to ask you, where is Mago? And millions of money stolen from EFCC. Let me ask you again, where is the money for Petroleum Trust Fund, PTF, that Buhari managed? Where is the money that was captured in the governor's house, in Kaduna's government house? These terrorists that they just give chief control of custom, tell you therefore yesterday that they went to visit Boko Haram and they gave them 7 bags of rice they confiscated from Biafrans. Now my question now is, the only person we are waiting for right now is in prison. The only person right now that is our hope, our voice, is in the prison. Or is it Ifan Yoruba that we are waiting before we stood up? Is it Nkikedem? Is it Obiamo? Is it Defo Umoru? Is it Hopeless Odozumba? Is it our own brother? But I don't want to mention because maybe they said if you can't beat them, you join them, because he has been canvassing about the molestations and destructions and killing of Biafrans, and none of the Biafran politicians supported him. He even begged Ekweremadu to de-proscribe IPOB. Ekweremadu refused. And people did not see those things. Right now, they are castigating him because he has been a voice and nobody has been supporting him. Now, the people that we're supposed to chase out of our land, the politicians, we are supporting them. Who are we waiting for? Mazi, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. The call number is +1 484 767 085. We simply put this thing out there for people to know that these people know what they're doing, but the criminals calling themselves politicians, we adore. Call out your name and where you're calling from. Call out your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, Dr. MAZI ALOZIE.
Good morning.
Mazi, can you hear me?
Go ahead. We hear you. Go ahead.
Yes, Mazi, good afternoon from Biafra land, from the holy land of Biafra. This is where I'm reaching you from. May Chukwu Abiyama continue to guide and give you more wisdom. And our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, the Ahmadike one of Biafra. May Chukwu continue to give him more wisdom, continue to protect him, because he is in the hand of our enemies. And all the IPOBs worldwide, the people that have the new heart and clear mind to work for this restoration of Biafra. May Chukwu Abiyama Elohim continue to protect you all and lovers of freedom. MAZI ALOZIE, I thank you so much. I may not call my name right now because MAZI ALOZIE, we are not happy. We are not happy at all. Because what is happening in our land, and I so thank you for that clip that you played. What is happening in our land today, MAZI ALOZIE? Now, we know that it's the governors, it's the politicians that is killing us, keeping us in perpetual poverty. They are the ones causing the mayhem all over Biafra land and in Nigeria, Animal Kingdom. Because that place is a jungle, like one of our brothers said. Now, MAZI ALOZIE, what I'm trying to say is this. The people have seen all these things. The people have been notifying all these things, all the killing going around the place, going around everywhere in Nigeria and the Biafra land. But the people are so keeping silent. MAZI ALOZIE, I want to say this, because I won't say much before I drop. MAZI ALOZIE, did you know that some of the people, the ordinary people, I have said this before, some of the ordinary people, ordinary citizens, MAZI ALOZIE, do you know that they are worse? They are more demonic than the politicians in our land. MAZI ALOZIE, go and check this thing that I'm telling you. You will see that it is right. Because MAZI ALOZIE, you know, there's something our leader said in one of his broadcasts. He said, in that broadcast, he said he knows that he will make heaven. That when he makes heaven, he will ask Elohim, Chukwu Abiyama, what did he put in the brain of a black man when he was creating a black man? What did he put in the brain of a black man that black man cannot reason? Because MAZI ALOZIE, I reason this thing every time, even right now. What is wrong with black people? What is wrong with the Biafran people, more to say? Because MAZI ALOZIE, did you know that even as of now that FM is not broadcasting? Where I am now in Biafra land, FM is not broadcasting, but I listen with community radio. But MAZI ALOZIE, did you know that some people will not come very gentle and listen to Radio Biafra? Did you know? Some of MAZI ALOZIE, what is happening in our land? What we are seeing in our land? Oh, MAZI ALOZIE, sometimes I reason, sometimes I just say, where did God go and pick these black people? I'm not excluding myself. Some people will think that we exclude ourselves when we say this kind of thing. No, we are included. Because we are suffering from this. I don't know, this one is mental work. What am I going to call it? That black people cannot reason. Why black people? Why in this COG they don't want to? What is wrong with our brain, MAZI ALOZIE? This is what I'm asking myself every day, anytime, any day. Because I don't know what is wrong with us. Thank God that Nnamdi Kanu came, IPOB came, MAZI ALOZIE. I reason this one also every day. MAZI, let me drop here. Thank you for the good work you are doing. Because I know that they are all trying to stop us. So many of them, even they don't even want to listen. Most of us that are listening, they want to do also that let me tell them, it's not paying us. Because what we are doing is not about time. When you say it doesn't concern you, when the time comes, you will hear now. Thank you, MAZI ALOZIE. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And the call number is +1 484 767 0848. our brains, the way we understand things, the way we process the information is a different story. One thing for you to claim to be a giant, and another thing is for you to live up to it. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Dr. Alozie, good morning. Thank you for taking my call, brother.
Welcome.
Yeah, so you're speaking to your brother, I'm calling from Africa Sud. Africa Sud is South Africa. MAZI ALOZIE, I must say, thank God. Thank Ezechito Kabiama. Thank Elohim for our leader, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. Because what you're talking today or what you're exposing today and how you analyze it, without MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, we wouldn't have witnessed somebody like you. We wouldn't have heard the voice of somebody like you. It's only our leader, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, who made us to hear your voice. And that is why I always thank God. I always pray every day for our leader, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. And you can see, that is why I told the Biafrans that we don't have a father, we don't have elders, we don't have godfather. There is nothing we have. We are alone. We are an orphans. That is what we are. So, because if you listen, like yesterday, some of us who listened to Mazi Chinwetalagu on Jonathan program, this also goes to, is together with what you talk today, that even what they asked him. And Mazi Chinwetalagu was saying that there is nobody who have the God to say like him in the whole Hollywood. That shows you that we are gone, if not because of our leader, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. If out of about 500 to 1,000 of them in Nollywood, no one can speak like our elder Chinwetalagu. You can see that we are in a... And only us can save ourselves. Only us. We must not listen to these politicians. Only us can save ourselves. Because these people, they are in it together. They are in it together. Only we, the Biafrans. And we must follow the step of IPOB members. Because we, the IPOB, we have repented. We have seen what is coming for Nigeria. We have seen what they want to put us. These people don't want us alive. They want us to be half human being. That is what they want us to be. And that is where they derive their joy. So we must rise up and defend ourselves. That's the only thing we can do. We are not going to be, if we keep on here talking every day, there is nothing we can do rather than these politicians. What is our mission now is to drive these politicians. We don't want to wound them. We don't want them to have any problem. Just let them leave our land for us. Because they can, as long as they are there, as long as these politicians are there, we will still have a problem. That's the only thing I want to tell Biafrans.
Thank you.
I wanted to tell all Biafrans to work hard and pray hard and work and take action immediately. And the action you're taking is for you to support ESN because they are the only one who will do this job for us. Thank you for taking my call, MAZI ALOZIE. Bye. God bless you. Biafrans, I love you. I love you. You are my blood. Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, MAZI ALOZIE, very good evening from Warsaw, Poland. I'm from Omaka in other province of Biafra land. Our leader is MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. Your member is Oshu Preza and all his lieutenants, fanatical men of the radicals. I greet all of you now. MAZI, I don't have much to say. I have just two announcements to make. I first what is facing me because this is time of action, not time of too much talking. Yeah, the announcement goes like this. From the National Coordinator of Luxembourg, Michael Ibanugo, is ready to make this announcement. It's a new soon. For those of you within and around Luxembourg, especially in Lunge, this is a border between Luxembourg and France. Those of you living around there, your meeting comes up on Saturday. Your meeting comes up on Saturday by 2 p.m. And the information and the number you can call is this number If you are within around there, the number is plus 352 661 343 002 for your national coordinator, Mike Ibanugo. Let me repeat the number again. For Luxembourg, those of you in Lunch, call this number. The meeting is 2 p.m. plus 352 661 343 002. And for those of us within and around Poland here, the meeting comes up on 30th September, Saturday at Bakalaska. That is the venue. Anybody that is in Warsaw here knows Bakalaska, or in Poland as well. You call this number, the national coordinator number of Poland, MAZI ALOZIE. The number is plus 48 736 766 033. I call it again. If you are residing here, it's 736 766 033. Time is 5 p.m. at Bakalaska. MAZI, I don't have much to say. Thank you and continue the good work.
Thank you. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
MAZI ALOZIE. Good evening from here.
Good morning and welcome.
Yeah, I'm MAZI ALOZIE. Thank you for your wonderful work you're doing for us. I've been listening to your program for a very long time. You see what is happening to us in that place. It's well programmed something. It was programmed by the Britain from the day they discover whom the Igbo people are, or whom the Biafra people are. It was programmed long time ago. The result is what is happening today. We talk so much about Fulani. Who are the Fulanis, by the way? Fulanis are not intelligent. The British are using them to do all they are doing. We should focus our attention on the main enemy we know. We should stop talking about the Fulani. Fulani are nobody. They are nobody. As far as I know them. During the Civil War, don't you see what happened? There was nothing like Fulani. They were underground. They went and used the Benue and the Munchi people, the chiefs and Munchis, used them to fight the war. After the war, they changed from Munchi and then planned some coup here and there, and they destroyed all their leaders, killed all of them, removed them in the military. They are nowhere to be found now. Now they face the Hausas. After all said and done, we now begin to hear Fulani everywhere. It is the British handwork. They are interested in that land. They are very much interested in that land. They don't care. They want to replicate what they did in Saudi Arabia. You remember that Saudi Arabia is given to one family to rule. It was Britain that established Saudi Arabia. Go and look at the history. That is exactly what they want to do through the Fulani. At the end of the day, the Fulanis, all those people they are importing from outside, will be dealt with the same way they deal with the TV people. That is exactly what is going on. Divide and use this, kill this one, later you kill this one again, then you use another one, you kill, and just like that, continuously. That is what they are doing. We should focus our attention. We should continuously be harassing the Britain, harassing them. We continuously be harassing them. We don't have any other enemy. They are the people doing all these things. Every other millionaire you found out in Igbo land is established by the Britain. Every other millionaire you see walking in the street making mouth, Britain knows about him. And in due course, they remove him or use him to do a very bad work for them. That is what is going on.
Thank you.
Our problem is Britain, not the Fulanis. They are the people. They kill, they remove, they put, they do every manner of things because they needed that land. They are not interested. At the end of the day, that land, they wanted it by all means. That is why they ran away from EU. Their main port of call is Nigeria. That is where they are interested.
Thank you.
So we should continuously be harassing them, dealing with them. We are dealing with them. They are falling. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Caller, your name and where you calling from? Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Yes, Mazi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, my big brother, Mazi. I appreciate you. I appreciate Hamadika and Biafrans worldwide. Mazi, is your brother, but you call you from my location. Mazi, I want to add something to what my brother said. He said British is our problem. Yes, we know. They know. We keep harassing them. Yes, we do. Just like we're showing them our anger in the street. But they are a little far away from us. What about these people that we are seeing there? These governors that is bringing Fulani terrorists to kill us. All these governors knows that Fulani are putting Boko Haram, ISWAP, Janjaweed into Nigeria and the custom and everything. They ship them in our land to kill us. If we are harassing Britain, yes. What about these people that we are seeing face to face in our land? Does it mean that? Let me tell you what Lai Mohammed said today. Lai Mohammed said that the bandit is collecting tax. Yes, but does not mean that they have taken over Nigeria. Lai Mohammed said this, that bandit is collecting tax. Yes, the people that are referring as bandits are terrorists, Fulani terrorists. Lai Mohammed come out in national television and said bandits are collecting tax. Yes, but does not mean that they have taken over Nigeria. But Biafrans, you know that you are hustling on your own in Arabia, in Abakaliki market, in Enugu, in Abia, in everywhere. Nobody is helping you. But you are not collecting tax to anybody, to impose anything to anybody. But these governors are still bringing military to kill you. They still impose, they still think that they are God, they are untouchable. That is why sometimes when I look at my people, I say, does it mean that my people cannot raise up? We raise up one day, our people, this like our brother that is complaining about Ohafia last night. If Ohafia people raise up today, in Ohafia, from there, we invade over today. From where Enugu is happening. How many of these military are going to expand to contain what is going to happen? These governors are also, they live our land. But you come on radio, our people come on radio and say, this military, they are 300, it drives me crazy. It does not mean that we are here stupid, no? We know what we are waiting. We said, we have told British government that we are your country. We are not going to watch you kill our people just like you did in 1967 to 70. They have understanding because I got mobility law. We are no more hiding it. That's not God. But what is pissing me off is this: how on earth are we going to? I have been telling somebody that going to answer me this question, Mazi. For how long are we going to watch these governors keep bringing military to kill our people? Because it tears me apart each time I hear my people being killed by this military, being destroyed, their house being burned. Something they never do in their own side, and they're doing it to us. It drives me nuts. It gives me crazy. For how long ago? I need somebody to answer me this question. For how long are we going to wait and watch these governors destroying our people? For how long? Because we can't wait and watch them being killing innocent people anymore. We have to either our youth to raise up and either we chase them out. My brother said we don't kill them. No. We will cut off these people's head because these people will many people. Because Fulanis are not going to come into our land if these governors are not inviting them. They burn people's house, they're not even giving them any shelter. They drag them away, they take their land and give to Fulani. They demoralize Igbo. They kill us the way they want. They bring military, they rape our women, they subdue. They didn't even provide security. It's because of security that I've been asking them for a long time. That is why he created ESN. ESN will never come out if these people provide security to protect our land. They didn't. What they did is to bring military to kill our leader. Every time they're bringing military. Are we not let's keep asking ourselves, how are we going to chase away these people? Cut all his shit at Biafra land because they are the one killing us. Let's leave Britain by the side because I know why I'm here. We are not saying it because I'm here. I'm here in nature. When the director said that we are everywhere, read that handwriting on the wall. We know what he's saying because we cannot wait to hear. Yes, we know where we're going to go. I'm all the time. BBC, when they talk, we go carry on. But let's start from our house. Let's not watch these governors bringing Fulani military to kill our people. This is the priority we need to be talking. Now let's ask this question. Let's find solution for this military that they are bringing, killing our people, burning their houses. This is the most important thing we need to solve. These people are not going to go free.
Thank you, man.
If we did not our youth raise up and change, if we happens to bomb Biafra, do it, but let them leave us alone. We have to do it. It doesn't matter. I don't know, you can rebuild it back. After all, 1967, we rebuild it.
Thank you,
Mazi, thank you for giving this.
Thank you very much. The call number is +1 484 0848 +1 484 0848. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Mazi, it's me. Angry, it's me angry.
Welcome.
Mazi, before I say my topic, had the jazz music title, UK, stop tricks. Before I say my topic, had the jazz music title, UK, stop tricks. You can. You got stop this you're doing. You got stop this you're doing. You can stop. Coronavirus from the UK and move out up front for Biafra not to come. Yes, I know all your dreams. Such a distance, hear me. UK, you got United Kingdom. You got stop rubbish are doing. You got stop rubbish are doing. Coronavirus from by UK and move out up front for Biafra not to come. Yes, I know.
Mazi, hurry up. A lot of people are calling.
My topic.
A lot of people are calling.
My topic now is UN, UK, and US. Talks are the same now. Listen well now. Only those who believe in the connection will know who I am. Is it Mr. Louis Armstrong? UN talks, US talks, UK talks. I don't regard their talks as. Their talks are talks without any action again. I know all their tricks one by one now. They're all controlled by the British and the United Kingdom. Britain and the UK are robbers. Their ways are, when they are lack of money, they will say Nigeria did this and that. Then Nigeria will borrow money from China or other country and give them as bribe. Then they close their mouth. What of Abakari? USA say they want to go. Do you hear about Abakari again? They would that and give them to as bribe. Then they close their mouth. They would not talk again. And that's their evil ways. Now listen, UN, US and UK are controlled by British and UK now. And that's rubbishness, useless. They all knew the truth, but non-action at all. They are so trickish. They are all robbers. UN and US and UK has the power to free Biafrans. But why? They have power to free Biafrans from Nigeria, but they couldn't do it at all because they know when they are what they're getting inside Biafra, their family land. My thank you and God bless.
God bless you too. Thank you, Agreement. Thank you. The call number is +1 484 767 0848 +1 484 767 0848. Caller, your name and where you calling from? Caller, your name and where you calling from? Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Good morning, MAZI ALOZIE. This is Dr. Tina. I'm calling from the United States.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you, MAZI ALOZIE. Thank you, MAZI ALOZIE, for taking my call. It pains me greatly to hear my brothers and sisters on the radio complain about the marginalization in Biafra. And the last caller just delineated so many things that just pains me so greatly. Great Biafrans, yes, we're crying, but the day to take actions and the day to act is now. And this is the day that we must rise up, just like the last caller said, and do what we need to do. Nobody is going to fight this battle for us. Mazi Ejimako said on one of his recent interviews, he said to us that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the only one who is offering any kind of solution to the problem that is besetting Nigeria today. And he is the only one that Nigeria government does not want to listen to. The bandits don't offer any solutions. The Boko Haram has never offered solutions but kidnap and kill and rape and kill some more. The only people who are offering solution to Nigerian problem is IPOB and MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, and those are the ones, we are the ones they don't want to hear from. Igbo people say that there's an adage that the thing that will kill a dog does not let the dog smell whatever he needs to smell. Nigeria is about to die. That's why they cannot even smell anymore. They are chasing us with all of their energy. How can there be equity or justice when you refuse to hear the simplest truth? This has been done in the past in Nigeria. There has been referendums in Nigeria. We are not the first ones to ask. And that is the solution that IPOB, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu brings to the table. We are the only ones offering any kind of solution. And do you know that Nigeria refuses to hear any of it? Instead, they continue to marginalize us with impunity. They don't look back. And yes, my brothers, the sabos that we have in our land, those people who call themselves leaders and opinion molders and the governors and senators, yes, they are simply our problems. Because if they don't call this army and the military people to our land, nobody will come and burn our houses and kill our people. And without even thinking about if anybody will ask them any questions, and nobody is there to ask them questions because we bow down to them like they're gods. We are telling them through the mouth of this Adigo, we are telling them that they are not gods and we do not reverence human being in our land. We only serve one God and his name is Chukwukikabiam. And as long as we know that they are not gods, we will deal with them. And when we have finished dealing with them, then we will deal with their masters, the Fulani people. And after we deal with their masters, we will deal with their masters' master, the British people, the British government. So we know the rank of our enemies. There are people on the ground, the Ohanes and Joshi and Indiama, the leaders of the opinion molders, the governors and senators who refuse to resign. The senators in our land should resign and tell Nigerian government that we no longer want to be represented because our voices are never heard. But they continue to. After we deal with them, we deal with their slave masters, the Fulanis, and then we deal with their slave masters, the British government. But my dear brothers and sisters, cry no more because we are on our way to dealing with our enemies. And let me tell you, this work that our fathers left for us, we must accomplish. We must finish. And if you cannot finish it, make sure you tell your children and your children's children to continue on, because the British people know us and we will finish what we have started. Thank you very much, MAZI ALOZIE, for your tenacity And thank you, great Biafrans.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Tina. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, Maz, good morning. This is Maz. I'm coming from Oregon.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much, my dear brother. You know, all the things you're saying here, one thing with our people, they don't listen, and I don't know if they understand what you guys are doing in this radio. My dear brothers and sisters, we still say this. How can we be doing all this, listening to all this radio, but we are not putting it in practice? The same thing every day. These people that you see, and sometimes I blame our people. People are talking about vote. Who will vote this person? He will be the. You see, today we started voting all these voices, voting. Okay, this governors, you want to go and vote another person? As Alozie said here, look at somebody that is killing people. They arrested him and they released him, and our people. Call themselves the elite, the governors. They say the game these Fulani people are playing, saving their own people. But they are the people bringing military to kill our people. Please, my dear brothers and sisters, let's come together. Let's forget about attacking each other. Let's come together, no matter whatever. Let's first of all face these people that is trying to kill us. So these governors and all the elites or anybody that call himself that is politician in our place. They are the ones causing this because they want only with their pocket. If anybody think these politicians are coming to you to help you or to make you become anything, my dear brother, you're wasting time. Forget about the game they are playing. When they come out, they say, if the governor is not doing well when I come in. Let me tell you, tomorrow they will buy him too. You want to do only one term, you don't want second term, come and get what other guys. He will go. Don't find all this. Anybody politician there, forget them. Forget all those idiots. But one thing I want to say again, our leaders now, please, this thing happening in our mama, in Oru East, Oru West, in also everywhere. These boys parading themselves as ESN, parading themselves as IPOB, parading themselves, and the one person this morning called one of our brothers and said he's the commander of Oru East. Let me tell you people, please, our leaders, let CSN go and fix these people out because they're causing bad names. I know there is some saboteurs in our land. If you go to a family and you know who is the saboteur, if you remove him, don't go to that family again and start disturbing the whole family. It's not the whole family is the saboteurs. Because when you go and disturb the saboteur, people that supported you when you come to do that, and you started attacking them again, they will start asking themselves, is it the real people? Are you sure what you did is right? So my dear brothers and sisters that is doing all these noises in Biafra land, saying that you are IPOB or you are ESM, stop this nonsense. Please, our leaders, please, find a way and fix all to tell our commanders to come get these people, to get away from this, all the things they are doing. They are causing bad name to everybody. I'm telling you, the phone call from morning to night I get is that people are going to people's house. If you don't bring this money, if you don't buy us a gun, if you don't buy us a bullet, this is not ESM. My dear people of our mama people, I don't know where our mama boys is. This is not ESM. Kill them. They are not ESM. If you don't want to stop, kill them. I don't know why you people are thinking it's ESM. Calling every time ESM. It's not IGOD. These people use this opportunity to recruit some of them. Don't put on money to protect these people. Please, my dear brothers and sisters. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That's what we are talking about. We have criminals around, and they use ESN and ES name to commit crime. And we're not going to allow it. It's not going to continue. That's the way it is. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. That line is off. Caller, your name and where you calling from. caller. Your name and where you calling from?
Mother, good morning, sir, from here.
Welcome.
My name is MAZI Mega. MAZI, my topic this morning, my submission this morning is regarding the clip you played, one of the last clips you played. And I asked myself, the same thing that Pastor Bosu preached many years ago, that you play on this radio, the way they conquer Turkey, it's the same way, the same style that Fulani are using now. And we thought maybe the Fulani are not conquering everybody. I know those people say they have a building, they have investment in Nigeria, they don't want to lose it. Which investment do you have in Nigeria now than this clip that our MAZI ALOZIE clear now? How our land is before Nigerian and British government destroy our land. And this pankane that we give to Malaysia, I'm asking those people, what Nigeria people that have investment in Nigeria, that they want to live in their investment. In what way can you compare that Nigeria and Malaysia today? Then that time you're supposed to take now. If Malaysia can get training of pankane in our land, and today Malaysia is some culture like the Western world, then why are you shouting 3 or 7 one Nigeria? A country no wants industry. Why is it? When I look at our people in Nigeria don't have sense. Is this a Buhari appointment? Appoint every from A to Z. Nothing. Even Buhari come now say we go to Scotland. Nothing will happen. People are not dying in Nigeria. That is that I said no. These people are not normal. Even those governors, they're not normal. Fulani appoint him Onoge on the chief justice Onoge from River area. Study Oxford, they change it. They put somebody that didn't go to secondary school as the chief justice of the country today, and nobody has still changed celebrity. People are still jumping around up and down, thinking they have future. Let me tell you, there's one thing the Mazda and the Kanu need to one day. All that people don't listen to Mazda and the Kanu. They don't see meaning to what Olida is speaking. He said, if you are rich and your neighbor is not rich, they are not rich because that's your neighbor that is not rich. If the child is not yesterday, it will influence your own child. And Olida also said, in his neighbor in London, when he called the police to one of their neighbors, the old woman called police. Olida said, that woman, why do you call police? He said, these parents are depriving this little boy to go to school. You don't know whether this little boy will invest medicine that will cure what kind of disease they mentioned that day. My head blew up. You see, far away the way white people think. And then tomorrow you want to become the class with white people. If Nigerian citizens are well educated like they claim, British is a woman be like this. British do their referendum to that day. The British and the Western Europe have the same culture. They do the referendum. That opportunity is what people that are in Nigeria, if we are civilized, we're not supposed to use that opportunity for everybody to shout, Nigeria wants our referendum. And they keep it to outside. And today, one visit to come and help you. One visit to come and help you. And remember, this British today is true. This British you are crying today now is their forefathers that slave our forefathers. And today now, we are taking their own generational children for help. This is something the way I feel the man and the Kanu. This fight is so that when you will come and beg them and great grandchildren. And some people say, if I will name my kids to one second. In America, yeah, so 12 years I've already known his future. So 12 years now, making $120,000 a year, have a car, have a house, not everything. But in that suit, 51 years, this is the best way to make it. This thing is not normal. Massive Jonathan preached yesterday that we don't ask questions. Somebody will be a Okada driver, somebody that doesn't fulfill it, doesn't make no money. And you come to Western world, within 4 months, the person will be living fine. Don't you know? That's the question. Because the government, you got their things of government. If your government is good, everybody say, Abakadabra, it's fallacy. Those sources is another way of slavery. Like one pastor I saw on Facebook, he entered economic loss. And they're saying the pilot saw her that it's a prophet. He used to see on Facebook that immediately the pilot upgrade her to first class. And people now be saying, attack on it. And I comment, that woman is this first class because more than just people are those sides. Which authority finance have to? Is it finance issue ticket? Because people are not informed. The economic class, not even first class. And I answer, is it how first class look like? Take people, they call themselves the woman of God. Now I say thank you for this broadcast you played today. Now look at what our land is. Before Nigeria destroyed. Export, defense, everything. Today now, are we the best? We boy secondary school that they provide us school. That will go secondary school. Now, I cannot survive there. And they say they are senator. Thank you, man.
Thank you. The call number is +1 484 767 0848 +1 484 767 0848. Caller, your name and where you calling from? Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Greetings to you, MAZI ALOZIE.
Welcome.
Greetings to you, sir. Thank you so much. I greet you, my beloved brothers and sisters, Biafrans all over the world, and the friends of Biafrans, the lovers of freedom, people who carry them, our God, that reside in the highest heaven, will continue to strengthen us and keep us moving forward. Standing on the side of the truth. My name is Hugo, but I'm calling from many provinces, because I had named it today. MAZI, you see, the evildoers in our land who found pleasure in the killings of their brothers and sisters for so many years, till the time that our leader Mazi and the kind of people who study must send him a message for him to review what these people are doing to the masses, which they're supposed to protect. Biafrans, I want to remind you, especially those that is in Biafran land, listen to this scenario. I have example for you to pay attention to. We all in Biafran land, we are like people that is inside cage for so many years. And that cage has a way out. But the simple truth is that the way out of the cage is locked by some people who are supposed to help us to open that way out for us to go out. Their name is politicians in our land, because they are supporting the ones up there. Make sure that we remain inside that cage. Now, Nnamdi Kanu discovered this because people gave him the opportunity for him to find out this, and he was lamenting, saying, look at the way out. Come out from this place. Stop collecting the peanuts, the nonsense gifts. Sometimes you collect 1,000 naira from the 2 packs of Indomie, 1,005, 1 pint of rice, 3,000 naira with the 1 loaf of bread and the yam. In the name of what? A particular candidate, let us go, The question is that for so many years we have been doing this. You are inside that cage. Bringing out your hand from the gap of the cage and collecting these gifts from these people. Now, a man that took us in, we all are Christians, we are looking for Jesus for so many years. Don't even know that Christ simply means Savior. Christ means Savior. So if Nnamdi Kanu go and check the work that man is doing, to know that we represent the current day of Christ in our land, because it's here to see us. What our problem is that we are refusing, we don't want to pay attention. So as I'm saying, that cage, as I say, it has way out. The way out, our leader Mazi can open it up and say, come out from this place. Stop collecting these things that these people are giving you. They are giving you this for you to remain inside this place. Come out so that you will go and get it by yourself. And all of you are lamenting. The reason I'm sounding this way is that some of our people who are wicked, some of our people who are devil agents in our land, who walk up and down and talk nonsense against the innocent man that didn't commit anything, some of them will come on air, they will talk for them to be praised. listen carefully. If you are listening to my voice, and you are among the people that go to radio station and say that Nnamdi Kanu is supposed to be in detention of, let's say, in DSS custody, and the reason why that is there is that DSS, they want to make sure that he is comfortable. They want to make sure that he has adequate security. May God punish you and your generation because you are an evil man. Let us say this. If I say, go to DSS so that DSS will arrest you and protect you inside their cell, put you inside their prison so that you will be very safe there, would you be happy? They are happy. All of you that is making this statement from one radio station to another. Because when journalists ask you, is Nnamdi Kanu supposed to be inside DSS office till this time around? You will open up your mouth and say yes. The reason is because they want him to be protected. You are an evil person, and the evil will follow you since you don't want to say the truth. We are saying it. We continue to demand for the unconditional release of our leader. If they don't release our leader, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, and the innocent Biafrans who did not commit anything just because they asked for freedom, it simply means that the destruction that all of you are waiting for will visit every one of you, because we are not going to participate in any election for so many years. We have been participating doing this evil vote, and you people are enjoying yourselves and killing us. We are saying enough is enough. Mazi, the blessing of Chukwuabiama, may it continue to be with every one of you as you do this divine work. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, good morning, Dr. Alozie.
Good morning, Ben. Welcome. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir, for a wonderful program. What I have to say is this. We really have to be serious about what we're doing. Let's, I hear a lot of, let's unite. And I've been looking, waiting for the problem of the United States to be solved. There is no problem on this earth that cannot be solved. There's no reason why the United States should be divided the way they are. Let's start from there. And several times people have come up on the radio to complain about people who are using the name ESN to be causing all this mayhem among the citizens. People will look at them, they're claiming our names, and they're going around extorting people. If we cannot deal with this, find out who is doing these things and arrest them and do away with them. I wonder what we can be able to do. Let's look inwardly and start solving our problems first by uniting ourselves before we can look outwardly. I don't like what is going on with all the various factions going on in the United States. We should find a way to resolve this. Unity is strength. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you. The call number is +1 484-767-0848. We are heading towards the end of this program. We have those people that act that way. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Good morning, go ahead.
Yes, sorry, my line just cut off. What I wanted to say is about our people. We are talking about these politicians, governors. Let us not forget about these people working for this dungeon called Nigeria. DSS spokesman is an Igbo man. Army spokesman is an Igbo man. Police spokesman is an Igbo man. All of them, bring them together. They are all enemies of Biafrans because they are there watching our people being killed, and they are the people that will come out. The Fulani will put them in the forefront to speak, to say something against our people. And their places, their houses, their families is not in the north. It's not in it's not in Senegal. Their homes are in the Biafra land. So what I'm saying is that all these people working for these Fulanis, our people, the DOS will say something about them, telling them that we are watching them. We know them one by one. Because I don't know how our people, they will be there and our land will be circulating with the enemies and they will be there. Look at this man called Ikenwachuku. Ikenwachuku has done his own in his own time. Now, our people have given him the record. He has become one of the elder statesmen in Igbo land. But he is the person that killed our people in the olden days. He killed our people. Now, these people, they are there working for DSS, working for army, working for police. Anytime, whatever that happens, they will call them. They will speak on behalf of the enemies. And their houses are there in the Igbo land, in the Biafra land. Let us look into them, into their works. Not only politicians, all of them are the same. This is what I want to say, Mazi. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It made a lot of sense, and I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. This is what goes on. They use our people as spokespeople. And that clip on that kidnapper is something we, let me check out. Something that when we see it happen, we need to speak more. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
MAZI ALOZIE. I greet you. My name is Simon. I work from Nnamdi. It's been a while. All is well anyway. Brother Ben, I heard your cry. I heard what you said. We need unity more than now. Please, let me say this, because some of our people don't know why we are here, and some of our people don't understand why we are doing what we are doing and the way we are doing it. More especially those that believe in the restoration of kingdom of Chukwu Okike Abiyama. Those Chukwu Okike Abiyama call. Those that have the voice. Not everybody. We know that all these things will happen. But you, being you man and woman, your mom was conceived with your mom and your dad. But what we are here in the IPOP, that was only thing that purified us, only thing that made the world know that we still exist. MAZI ALOZIE. There is a place to take our education. People will be scared. Are we still existing? Far back those of 2014 when people were sleeping. It took us a while to purify, to make IPOB, to purify this brand. A lot of people have paid a lot of price in different places to reject a lot of things, to let them know that not every Igbo man can buy. It's not all about us. It's not all about me and my family. It's for the unborn generation to show that we are human beings, that we are children of the Most High. If you are there playing with it, sabotaging us, collecting money, being induced with anything to come and work against that, you will be. Check brother, check sister. What did we do to you? Enough is enough. So that I will not curse you. So that I will not curse you.
MAZI ALOZIE, I'm saying this thing now for those of them. Our people are dying. Our things are being destroyed. That's one of my properties. They just sent me the picture yesterday. I said, oh hell, I don't even want to see, not even one.
MAZI, thank you.
They can. Yes?
Hurry up, we are getting off the air.
All right, MAZI, let me say it here, but a lot of things that is going on now. It's the time for people to know why we are doing it, and where we are doing it. It's not all about me. It's about us. It's about collective interest. A lot of people have died and said, go and get us Biafra. They did not die for all these things that I'm seeing. So beware. This is Ogamara. Because I can put an answer or a Biafra sign up.
Thank you, Simon. Caller, you are the last caller, and you have few minutes. Hurry up. Caller, you are the last caller. Hurry up. Okay, your line dropped, and this is where we'll be ending today's broadcast. I need not say more. We've said enough. The confucianists, whatever your goal is, whatever your aim is, you're bound to fail. Let us continue to pray and ask ourselves questions. We have to put ourselves together. And I don't know where else to pinpoint to, but the women will be on the air tomorrow. The fundraising for Bruce Wayne. I don't know what happened to the clip. I was going to play it so that people will hear it, because it has the date. It has the date. So let me see if I can retrieve it, and after that I'll get off the air. It is what we go through. We are our own people. Our people is for our people. You don't serve your enemies and come to rest in your home. So that's the way we say it. These are the things we fight against.
Yes, so my fellow Biafrans and the lovers of freedom all over the world, this message they come to honor from the women's leader of the indigenous people of Biafra for Obodo-Yibo, United States of America, Madam Bridget Okafor, concerning what happened on the 21st of October 2021 when our leader MAZI Kanu appeared kidnapped for court for Abuja. That one comes sweet us. It's sweet our belly because our leader MAZI Kanu is strong and healthy despite all the pains we don't go through for our sake. So therefore, we thank Chukwukabiama. We make this possible. We also thank the local legal team led by Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor for their effort, fortitude and determination for this case. Also, we want to thank one Umonge attorney with them called Bruce Wayne from the United States of America. My fellow Biafra people, now who know the person they call him my friend though? Let's make I just you. Our Umonge women of indigenous people of Biafra for inside the United States of America. this Obonge attorney, where them call Bruce Fine, him come ginger Nigerian government. Now so this Obonge attorney take carry over the American government to go court for the dangerous aircraft where they call to Kanu, where they sell give Nigerian government to take bomb our Biafra land. Joy, this one shock me. This yes, Nigerian government in the shake, Nigerian government in the cry, music don't change the sound. Everywhere don't they sound surugete. Because this Obonge attorney within the call Bruce Fine, now the former deputy attorney general of the United States of America under the presidency of Ronald Reagan. This Obonge attorney don't have plenty countries who suffer like Biafra to secure their independence. And this Obonge attorney, they work very hard with our legal team here to make sure say our leader MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, he come out from Nigerian government hand free and unconditionally. Yes, so this is same attorney. He go work hard to make sure say Biafra come. My fellow Biafra people, good soup, the money kill am. You know go good to say you get the fine picking. You take the bag, the soap blood for am. Now make our Obonge indigenous people of Biafra women for Obodo United States of America. Then don't come together, join power with the gallant men. Come contribute, come even borrow put. Come join to make sure say this Obonge attorney they bring and come for this matter. We're involved to release our able leader MAZI Nnamdi Kanu from the devilish hands of Nigerian government. My country people, we know say nothing good comes easy. That is why we need to support this our strong able women to make sure say we achieve our dreamland. Biafra, land of the rising sun. What thing we could do without you? Land of milk and honey, land of hope for Africa. I will contribute anything possible to make sure say I enter this my promised land. My brother, my sister, lovers of freedom, Biafrans all over the world. I beg, make we support this our Obonge indigenous people of Biafra women from the United States of America. Make we support them to make sure say we get the best attorney we go stand for us to deliver our cry, our pain for the international community of Obodo Igbo, so that we fit achieve our dream country. Because last, now only Biafra be the hope we get. Yes, so my fellow Biafran country people, for us to fully participate for this Obonge free will donation, we will take achieve our country back. We need to join this Zoom meeting. We get all our Obonge Biafrans will gather to discuss this issue. The time for this Zoom meeting now, 12 Eastern time or 5 p.m. Biafran time, 31st October 2021. And the Zoom ID to join this meeting now, 87-184-596-023. I repeat, 87-184-596-023. The Zoom passcode 420303. I repeat, the Zoom passcode will be 420303. For more information on this matter, contact Madam Bridget Okafo on 2157-157709. Also contact Father Augustine Odemegwa on 9173-069786. You can contact Big Uncle Maxwell Didi on 9787-288326. Contact Bro Ben Wango on 5136-1614-12. You can contact Rosemary Williams on 6193-8185-79. Also contact Mrs. Helen Lenewafo on 4133-4845-72. You can contact Mrs. Ndidi Egemono on 9048-5946-87. Contact Azuka Chaso Wango on 8019-2846-29. Also for this matter, you can contact Mazia Baragwe on 64-62-36-52-46. Contact Beatrice Okizie on 34-75-1779-34. Contact Mazi Uchembakwe on 30-96-44-18-88. Contact Adanaya Ondegu on 71-33-85-22-40. Mrs. Christiana Duru on 44-39-83-74-93. Come one call. We must to continue. Biafra, our promised land, but if our enemy decide to call our problem, we go ready to dig our head.
Thank you very much. This is where we end the program of today, and we'll be on the air again tomorrow. Don't forget that the women will be on the air. So thanks also to my listeners, those that called in. This is our issue. We're going to solve it. At least without our leader, we know where the faults are, so we're going to build them up, repair them, and keep moving. One thing is acting when the Onnyendu is here, and then when he's not here, so we know the weak points, the weak links.